Hey everyone, so I really wanted to show y'all the my budget, not because I want you to see how much money I have. In fact, I probably should have made a fake one, but it doesn't matter. I want to show y'all how I've got this set up because it's pretty cool. I'll be honest though, mostly this is for Liz's benefit, so check it out, Liz. Okay, so I've got a shortcut directly on my desktop, and hopefully this you'll be able to see this pretty well. Okay, so here on the first page, I'm able to input any increase I get. So, for example, my last check was 280 and then 59 cents. So I put the date and then type that in, and this automatically splits for me. It calculates everything for me, so that I can see how much I need to tithe, how much I'll have for food for that pay period, for clothes, for personal recreation, and then I transfer automatically half of it to savings. So whenever I type it in and this shows me how much, then I'm able to go directly to my phone and transfer this amount into savings. So what's really cool is, as you can see, this step one, the first step that Dave Ramsey tells us to do, get into $1,000 as quickly as possible. So far I've got $97.18 towards that. And in fact, actually, I might have more because I'm thinking about transferring some of my savings for my debt and car over, and then work on those after I've got that 1,000. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Okay, so anyway, so I've got that going. And this tab is how I keep track of my spending. So, for example, my tithe, right now I've got it at -3 cents because I actually accidentally tithed too much this morning. But I mean, can you really tithe too much? No, you can't. So, right here I've got $37.19 left over during this pay period for food. So once that gets down to zero, it's the same as the envelope system, except I'm not using cash because even though Dave Ramsey suggests that we use cash instead of cards because it's harder to spend cash, I'm kind of the opposite. And when there's cash in my pocket, I'm more likely to spend it than I am to spend my credit card. So, or my debit card. Thankfully, I don't use a credit card anymore. Okay, so I'm able to, I've got descriptions for each of these categories. So, tithe is first 10% of any increase. And then food, that's any groceries I buy, restaurants I go to, fast food, any snacks or drinks, like if I go to a gas station or Sonic for my cherry Coke, whatever. So here's my clothes, which it's not just clothes, it's also shoes and makeup, so pretty much anything. I'm also throwing like hygiene stuff in there too, so shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, any of that type of stuff. And I guess if I run out of money in clothes and I really need to buy toothpaste, I can always use my personal money right here. So I've also got in here goals. So once I get up to, well, technically it says once I get up to $20, but I actually already bought one shirt, so I can change that to $10 for my next one. So, and really, if I wanted to, then I could just go ahead and spend that money and then transfer, bring that down to zero. And then with personal, I would take out 56 cents to cover the rest of it. So it's not as rigid as like a regular envelope system is, but it's still got the the organization and everything that I really need. So right here is a big goal that I've got. I'm wanting to buy some new RAM for this computer, which will be about $150. So once I get enough money, then I'll be able to buy it. Now see, right here, I'm particularly proud of because right here in savings, I technically have $118 right now. So in reality, all I would have to do is, wait for one more, just a little bit more money, and I can go out and spend all of this on RAM, which is definitely what I would have done before. I wouldn't have taken into account money that I need to spend on food and money I need to put into savings. I would just blow all my money right away. So I'm really proud that this right here is pretty much staying at 118. Like, that's exciting. Okay, so also recreation, like, so gym membership, conferences, tickets, anything like that, is right there. And then personal is anything I want. So I'm also pretty proud of that too, because I'm sure there's lots of video games I would love to buy, but this is staying at $32 because my goal is to get to 150. Okay, so now this is where it's really cool. This is my timesheet. So I'm able to, any shifts that I work, I type in the date. For example, today, this is today, and I worked today from 12:47 p.m. until 5:35 p.m. So, I type in the hours I worked, which this calculates how many hours it was. So I worked today for 4 hours and 48 minutes, which translates into 4.8 hours. And then this is my pay rate. So technically today I made $41.52. Now when I finish with a pay period, for example, between these two lines is one pay period. So these are all the hours when I add all those up, that tells me right here this pay period from April 25th through May 8th. And I'm not sure if this is actually making a lot of sense, so I'm sorry, I'm doing what I can. But this is, when I add all of this up, the total is 38.75, which is how many hours I worked during this pay period. And then I calculate right here the sum of my wages for that entire pay period, which brings me to $343.14, which in fact was my check before taxes and all that. Right here I've got it to where the various taxes, like the percentages that they take out per check. So I'm able to really estimate how much my check will be, because the pay period, technically, like, I didn't get paid for this until the 15th. So, somewhere around, let's see, well, when this pay period ends, which will be on the 22nd, so in just about 5 days, I'll be able to calculate roughly how much money I'm going to have in my pocket, when I get paid on, let's see, I'm not even sure what day I get paid. I think it's, I think it's the 29th, right? Maybe not. I could be wrong. I don't know. Doesn't matter. So anyway, I'm able to really estimate how much money will be coming in, even though my income itself is not completely steady. So that's really cool. And then finally, like, I don't know if you care about this, but like, I've got this organized pretty well. So this is my schedule. So I'm able to predict, like, for example, this week I'm off Monday through Wednesday, like every week, and it lets me know, oh yeah, I need to get to work early on Thursday. That's cool. So anyway, I don't know, I put a lot of work into this, and there you go, Jesse, lots of pretty colors, as you can see, but put a lot of work into it, and I'm really proud of how it turned out, and just how organized it is. And also one other thing that's really cool is I actually saved this particular file to my Dropbox account, so I'm able to pull it up on my phone. So when I'm out, and I need to, I'm like maybe I'll buy food, I'm able to see, well, I don't know, can I afford this right now? And I don't have to, really, I don't have to worry about not knowing how much I have, and then coming home and finding out, oh, I just spent, $10 on food and I only had $6 in the account, so now I've got to transfer money over from personal, and just turns into this whole thing. I don't have to worry about that. So anyway, that's what I've got going on. It's really cool. And in fact, if any of y'all want to budget this way, I'd be happy to send y'all a template of this file. So, just let me know, and you can always change the settings and everything and all that. So, alright guys, y'all have an awesome, awesome day. Bye.